Honorable Minister of Finance, all my senior colleagues in the Cabinet, Council of Ministers, our colleagues in Parliament, including local MP Mr. Pappu Yadav, the President of JDU, Sharad Yadav, some of my very distinguished members of Parliament are sitting here, so respecting all of them, and all my distinguished friends. So let me first of all thank all of you for being here at the late evening for a function which is indeed interesting. For a long time, as my good friend Mr. Pappu Yadav said, it felt that it will never happen. And then we decided to expedite this process. We invited new bids. And the whole process was so transparent that my two colleague members who are here, member electrical and member mechanical, Chairman Railway Board, I must admit, till the end, I also didn't know who has got a contract. This was that transparent a process. In fact, one of the top global companies, because it was a global bid, which lost out, said that though we lost out, we are unhappy, but we are also happy for the fact that it was so transparent. And this was the process also made possible because of, as my good friend Amitabh Kant said, because we delegated most of it. In fact, now, in the last year, little more than a year that I have been a minister, I have not even seen a single tender. So these all delegated not only to the members, but also to the general managers and even partly also to the divisional revenue managers. So the whole process will be faster, efficient, accountable when you make this process further. So Honorable Prime Minister, when he talked about giving a better governance, what he really meant by that is these processes which we are trying to make it efficient, faster, transparent, as well as people-friendly. So this is a very interesting event. Several things will happen as a result of this. One is Make in India on a much larger scale. Also, this will create an ecosystem for manufacturing of a lot of components. I am very sure after about few years we can see that all those ancillaries, suppliers to these manufacturers will also become part of a global supply chain. So they will be able to not only make it and supply it here, but also because of that upgradation of the knowledge and the technological support, the vendor development that will take place along with it, they will also be able to be part of a global supply chain. So this will also lead to vertical as well as horizontal expansion on the part of those SMEs, and therefore job creation will not be restricted only to the jobs that will be created on the factories, but also into the entire ecosystem. And the spin-off benefit that will accrue from this will be immense. And that too to a state which is state of Bihar, which is really waiting for an industrialization. And therefore, this is an extremely interesting day. And also, coincidentally, it's a day when our finance minister has given us a cheer of a GDP numbers, which is now 7.4% in the last quarter. And I'm sure this is a good news. And I'm sure this type of project that will come up will also enhance our GDP significantly. I must also thank the finance minister because he's supporting the railways immensely by giving money as well as offering all support. So I can see the railways, which will be really coming out as a new, I would not say growth engine, but a growth locomotive of Indian economy. I think that is what will happen in the over a period of time. And I'm sure we are waiting for that to happen. Already, only a day or two ago, Morgan Stanley made a very interesting report. We said that railways can drive significantly the GDP numbers in the next few years. So we would working towards it. Manufacturing is a part of a system which will also ensure reliability to the railways, which will improve speed, which will improve also the failure rates that happen and that causes delays. So there are so many benefits which cannot be exactly be captured only in terms of numbers of investment, of output, which is of course very large. But also all these spin-off benefits in turn will really bring in a transformative approach to the economy. The last point is, this is also happening at a time when today global leaders are talking about bringing a deal in Paris. Of course, it's very interesting that a French company is here, as Alstom. But in Paris, we are trying to find out how to reduce emission. I think this is one way of making diesel and electrical locomotives who will bring down the emission. So this is another benefit which is for a larger public good, but also contributing significantly to making world a better place, not in terms of travel, but also in terms of the air that we breathe, also the terms of catastrophes that are coming in terms of natural disasters to be avoided. So this is an extremely interesting day for us. So we are very happy. We look forward to such partnership, and I'm sure the whole process which will lead to many more companies joining hands with Indian Railways, with Indian economy to make things better in India. This is also the mission of our Prime Minister, Make in India, which will also be a reality. And the small little step which is taken from here will lead to a much longer march to be coming in the next few years' time. Thank you very much.